Okay, make sure y'all stay up and y'all watch 24/7 HH. It's going down. This your boy Pimpin Ken. We gonna give y'all some of this cyber gang. Believe that, man. Big things popping, little things dropping. Hey, man, what can I say, man? You don't believe what I say? Check the resume, Jay.
Yeah, y'all talking about your pimping around here, man. Hey, man, pimping is art, man. You know what I'm talking about?
First of all, you know, a lot of people don't know I've been on over 40 million records sold. I worked with Pimp C, 5 albums, UGK 1 album, one of his posthumous albums with his wife. I did an album with Bun B, 2 albums with Lil Jon, one with Mac 10, 5 albums with Pastor Troy. I did an album with what's my man name, Lil Flip. We worked with Too Short. We did 2 albums with Too Short. I just did an album with E40 and Too Short. So hip hop, you know, they call me the Uncle Pimp in the hip hop because I work with so many artists and my publishing checks is so well, you know. I mean, as far as, you know, the residuals that I get from being on those albums that, you know, I'm basically ingrained in the culture. I've been on more features and have more plaques than some of your favorite rappers. So me being acclimated to the hip hop community and being so vested in it that it forced me to start an organization called the Hip Hop Fraternity. So the hip hop fraternity deals with all aspects of hip hop. It deals with the culture. You know, hip hop is the second largest export of American export. Hip hop is the new Black Wall Street. You know, I mean, it's the only entity that created 5 black billionaires. You know, we don't know nothing else in the black experience where black folks become so lucrative. So it's in hip hop that we know that, you know, is where everything is going. Then, of course, you know, I'm working with the White House right now with Sister Castleberry Hernandez. You know, we're doing a thing with Ice-T, Stop the Violent Initiative, directly with the Biden and Harris administration. So, you know, they specifically came to us for a project dealing specifically with hip-hop. And I get a lot of calls from people all over the world. You know, I was able to get Boosie's book deal and Ice-T book deal because of hip-hop. You know, I call it the Ken Ivey Literary Foundation, where we was able to merge hip-hop and merge the literary agency or the publishing company, Simon & Schuster, you know, to create these books that would inspire young people to read via hip-hop. So, you know, hip-hop is everything, man. You know, I was looking at the news and the Secretary Blinken, he was saying that Rakim is a part of America's foreign diplomacy. What that means is that every time they go over to these foreign countries, these dignitaries, these leaders be asking them about hip hop. You know, like, do you know Rakim? Do you know 50 Cent? So it's almost by default they forced to work with the hip hop community, you know, and everybody, when they was doing the 50th anniversary, everybody was contacting me, asking me to do my organization, Hip Hop Fraternity, want to participate in this, they want to participate in this. So it was a lot of initiatives. So, you know, hip hop is particularly as it relates to African American community, has been a very profound asset, you know, in terms of, you know, segueing the brothers into another lifestyle, you know, because like when I do these deals, these equity deals, like, you know, I help a lot of artists get cologne deals. I work over there with me and Steve-O with Snap Rap Snacks, you know, and the film industry over there with Homestead. You know, a lot of these people, they want to deal with the people from the hip hop, you know, Pixie Paulo, you know, Local Choice Liquors, that deal with the Boosie deal Boosie made $2 million out that deal where he was able to do business with this old white woman who normally won't be dealing with a black person, but because of Boosie's brand and because he's hip hop, she was able to merge their company together and create a beautiful project. The same thing we did, me and Steve with Forte International, you know, working the Boosie project, getting Boosie to go to clubs like KOD and, you know, they buy liquor in exchange for his appearances. You know, so there's a lot of things we do on the business side, you know, like my company, what we do, we basically create equity partnerships for people that's in hip hop. So hip hop is it's exactly what it means. It's a music business, so it's a business. Right. If I had some words for a younger Ken, I'd tell him, man, watch out for the weasels in your life and make sure you get rid of that dead weight. Well, my 3 keys to success has been purpose. You know, purpose means knowing what you want in life. You know, my other key is burning desire. You know, desiring something, want it enough where you go out and you can fulfill your purpose. And then my final and last key is persistence. Persistence wear down resistance. You know, winner never quit, a quitter never win. You know, you just got to keep going till you get to the end, and always, you know, going through, you know, from the beginning to the end, plan all the way to the end. And one of the keys that I don't want to say is a key, but something that I suggest people don't do is don't procrastinate. You know, procrastination is the enemy of all success. If I go back, I would get rid of all the dead weight, you know, and the weasels. You know, a weasel is a very profound creature, right? If you think about the eagle wings spreads 9 feet. When the eagle looks at his prey, he can see all his prey simultaneously from 100 miles. But when the eagle see a pigeon, the eagle excels and it goes upward because he knows he's flying too low. You never see an eagle and a chicken hanging out because the chicken only can jump 5 feet. But what eagle, when it makes love to his eaglet, to the eagle, not the eaglet, and it spins in the sky. You know, when the eagle sees storms, it shoots up into the storm and it goes as high so the storm will prepare. But the problem with the eagle is the weasel. When the eagle get a weasel, he gets the weasel, and he ascend 10,000 feet, then he descend 10,000 feet to his death because the weasel eats his chest out. You know, it eats his heart out. And that's what a weasel will do. A weasel, over time, it'll stress you out. It'll bring you down. You know, so you got to get rid of the people, because most people start at your feet and they end up at your throat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people, you got to let them go. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to let them go. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Whenever God takes somebody out your life, he brings better people in your life. So you got to be willing to let people go. And in the word goodbye, the word good is in goodbye. It's okay to say goodbye, but you got to get rid of that dead weight, because that dead weight would be the main thing that holds you down. Negative influences, people that, really jealous of you. Every time you tell them you got a new car, they got a new car. They know somebody got a new car. Every time you tell them you have a great idea, they want to tell you about a greater idea. They want to tell you your idea don't work. And those people who are, living criticism, negative criticism, they can be very detrimental to one's development and growth. So, I tell people, man, pick your friends wisely, pick your people wisely, because friends become frenemies. Well, my first 30 years was my legacy. My legacy is already written in stone. My next 30 years is my dynasty. So my dynasty is generational wealth. I created so many businesses now that if I die, my children will eat. Just off my YouTubes alone, they eat. Off my books, my royalties of my books. Like I said, that's why I procured and own all my books. I would be eating off Ice-T book and Boosie book, indefinitely. Corey Wise book, indefinitely. And anybody, they would eat off of the movies that I created. The making of autobiography, Boosie making autobiography, Ice-T. So I'm creating these businesses to where they can be self-sustained, and they have sustainability, and they have scalability, where my sons and my daughters can eat off these products that I created. So that's how all my business is structured. Even the hiphopfraternity.com, it's a massive organization. If I died today, my children would be straight. They would be able to, it'd be in the Ivy dynasty, not the legacy. The legacy is selfish. The dynasty is collage, it's genetics, So I'm building genetic, generational wealth, and, and my kids, they don't learn nothing from me, When they get time to sit down and do, due diligence on my life, they'll see, my life was a real movie, and, I provided a lot of opportunity for them, posthumously after my death. I love the social media. I do all my work. I do all my editing. My man do editing, but I do it too, So I like the psychology of the mind. I like the plays and the strategies, you know, when you put a post up and, you know, the game that you putting in it, you know what I mean? I like all the finesse and all of the, you know, it's to me, young people are really missing how fun it is. Like this here, this is a phone, right? So every time I do a drop, I say, go get my book, my audio book on your phone. So when I say go get my audiobook, it's the fact that there's so much game on this phone. There's your email on this phone, you know, your contacts on this phone, you know, your pictures, your photos, your videos, everything is on this little device. And the fact that I'm mastering this device and figuring out the functionalities of it, you know, that's what I do. But a lot of people be like, no, you don't do that. You know, you got all these people posting for you. No, I do all my own posting. I do my own editing. You know, if Vado don't do it, you know, what he don't do, I do it. Sometimes I do some editing on top of what he does. So that's something that I do that a lot of people to this day don't believe that I be doing. They don't know how internet savvy and how computer savvy I am. You know what I mean? I know how to do a lot of editing. You know, I know all the functionalities of YouTube's. I know all the tricks and trades of Meta and the metaverse. I know all this shit, you know what I mean? But, I mean, in that way, I'm a kid, you know? I'm a little kid. Like how these young kids be on the internet, I be right there with them. You know, a lot of times when I be sitting down, I be talking to them, they don't want me to know what I know. They be like, nah, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what you're talking about. Then they find out I know what I'm talking about. And they're like, oh, you really know this shit, you know? So that's I think that's one of my things that a lot of people don't know is that I love social media. I just love the whole psychology of the shit, man. This, you know, Mark Zuckerberg, all them, you know, that's some hell of a dudes, man. Of course, I got AI on my phone. You know, I do a lot of my business letters with AI, cryptocurrency. You know, I've been up on that because we form NFTs, NFCs, and it's purchased through cryptocurrency, cryptology. You know, the blockchain is controlled by cryptocurrency. So, you know, Ethereum and, you know, the Bitcoin. You know, we actually had a hip hop coin that we was forming, you know, for the HHF, for my organization. So we was gonna mint some coins. Yeah, we into the cryptocurrency thing really big, you know, and you know, AI I think is gonna be very, very good for the future because, like, you know, it'll never take over human beings, but some of the stuff it does is amazing. Like, sometimes I'll be sitting there and I just get on my phone and I tell, hey, AI, do this, chat GT, and chat GT write the whole thing. I edit it and I send it out, you know what I mean? So to me, that's a hell of a, you know, benefit because, you know, I pay lawyers and I pay people to do stuff all the time. So if I can cut the lawyer out and chat GPT do it for me, then, you know, or if I ask AI a question and it breaks it down to me to the last compound, then that's amazing to me.